Hey everyone, glad you're here. My name is Isaac from Motivation Inspired. If you're checking this channel out for the very first time, you want to make sure you're following me on my journey by hitting the subscribe button, hit the notification bell for future updated videos that come out each week. Also, be sure you comment and like at the end of the video. Today we're going to be talking about facing your giants through the storm coming up. In this video, I'm going to be talking about facing your giants through storms. Now, it's a little bit different, okay? So you want to hang in there. Make sure you're not skipping any parts of this video because I really believe it's so important. If you're facing giants at the moment, this is the time where you understand that you need some kind of guidance at the moment, okay? Now, I've been through it, just so you know. The struggle is real. And right there is the actual link. You want to check that out later. The struggle is definitely real in everybody's life, okay? So there's more little bit details when you check that link above in that card. Where do we go? Where do we go where, we're at times of trouble? Do we hide? Life circumstances definitely happens where at the moment, guess what? We all shut down. This body shuts down. Our mind shuts down. We have such an anxiety. Problems do happen, and we can't not think straight at all, right? So the problem is that, for those of us who have a relationship with God, we tend to forget these things, right? I'm going to be one to tell you, I sometimes do forget. Why? Because I'm human. I'm human. But I have to be reminded the fact that I have a God in heaven who can actually help me through the times of my struggle, the battles, the giants that I face to every single day of my life, right? Now, not every day you go through circumstances. There are times that the storm is calm, and you'll never know when the storms will hit you when it does happen. Believe me. So now, our faith is being tested, right? Our faith is being tested through the test of time, and how do we cope with the situation? Okay, and we just have to maintain as a body of believers. Anyhow, we need to believe that God is in control of things of our life, right? So we have to understand that, and even though it's difficult right now to believe and understand that, trust in God, plan for your life. And he talks about that in 1 Proverbs chapter 3, verses 5 through 6. So you need to check that out when you get a chance. But you have to trust in God's plan. When you go through situations in life, we have to take a deep breath. And we just have to hold on. So on Matthew chapter 6, verse 25 through 34, I'm going to read this off the screen. And it says here, "But believe first his kingdom, his righteous, and all things will be given to you as well. Therefore, do not worry about tomorrow, for tomorrow will worry about itself." You're probably saying, what's going on, Isaac? I mean, do not worry. Guess what? It's nothing you can do about it, right? And I'm just being straight up with you because why? I'm telling you, all these things go through my mind, my heart, it races, and yet I'm worrying about for nothing. There's nothing I can do but to rely on my faith in God and believe and trust that he will get me out of that storm. Facing these giants, I can't do this without God. And that's just the bottom line. You have to understand, you can't worry about, what brings the next day. Tomorrow just brings itself. You just have to face it one day at a time. Yeah, you know what? I'm going to be honest with you. It's not easy. It's really not easy, okay? But you have to realize your faith is being tested at the moment. And, it's not easy, okay? I'm with you through the journey. I'm telling you, it's not easy. So I'm hoping that this I'm speaking to you right now and hoping this helps a little bit with you, because I'm telling you, we are going through this journey. If you're with me through Motivation Inspire, thank you. And, make sure you subscribe. I know it's not the end of the video yet, but anyhow, you got to tell, I'm just telling you right up front, and I'm not just being professional about being it and on YouTube, but I am being passionate by my relationship with God. And I want to make sure that you understand that you can get to that level too, but you have to have the faith. You know that God has an army ready to fight your battle for you. Spiritual battles, warfare, everything that goes in the situation in life in general. I'm going to read something out of 2 Chronicles chapter 20, verse 15. I'm going to read this on the screen. Do not be afraid or discouraged because of the vast army, for the battle is not yours but God. So you're going to have to leave these battles to God. Turn it over to Him. Stop worrying about it. And yeah, I'm telling you, it's not easy, okay? I have gone through that. And believe me, when you see God at work, He's got you back. He does. And I'm telling you, it's awesome. How do I know when the storm is done and no longer facing my giants? Well, that's a great question. God is going to be the one who's going to be giving you that forecast. He's going to tell you when it's going to be clear. You might have no rain whatsoever. It's probably cloudy. It's probably cold, clammy, whatever it is. You're still not gone all the way through the storm. The storm is now calm, right? So there is going to be clarity. Let me give you an example here. Ecclesiastes chapter 3, verses 1 through 8. And I'm just going to read a couple of verses here. And you can read that on your own. A time to be born, a time to die, a time to plant, and a time to uproot, a time to kill, and a time to heal, a time to tear down, and a time to build. Now, you get the idea, right? So there's a time where He's going to share with you when that's going to be all over, okay? You just have to hear from God. You just have to have faith. And what I mean by hearing is that you'll know, because there's going to be clarity. There's going to be you'll see a break in the sun through the clouds. So I'm telling you, this is something that no one can predict the forecast, but you, as you listen to hear what God has for you. So that's the only way it's going to work out. I'm telling you, because of my experience, and I care enough to share that with you. Hopefully this video is helping you out so far. Let me share this with you. How many of you believe in the greater power of God? Now, for those of you who don't have a relationship with God, let me invite you, and you can comment below, and you say, I gave my life to the Lord. You can say that. And it's all, because God hears your prayer, right? He said, God, I give myself to you. I give up, and I don't want to go through these storms. Now, this doesn't put an end to your storms. Let me put a disclosure, okay? This will not end your storm. This will you'll have a peace of understanding, and a relationship with God is so important to your life, right? Because you gave His life, because you want to make the change, right? And the change has to happen within you, because these storms will not stop unless you make those changes happen, right? And you have a faith in God, and you trust in God. And believe me, it's something you need to say, I give up. This is it. And now I'm accepting a better life with a relationship with God, right? So let me read this out of Matthew chapter 19, verse 26. Jesus said, and He said, with man, this is impossible, but with God, all things are possible. So all things are possible because He can take care of everything for you. So He is a greater power, and I believe in the power of God. And He has make that evident into my life. Okay, so believe it. Thanks for watching Motivation Inspired. If yet you say, Isaac, I give my life to the Lord, make sure you put that on your comment below, because I'm going to pray for you. I'm going to pray that your storms will be lifted and you can see God's power through your life. Yes, I'm telling you, I'm going to be there in the gap praying for you. I will comment there. Make sure you're subscribing. Make sure you're hitting that notification bell. Make sure you're sharing it. Make sure you're letting people know who I am here at Motivation Inspired. So hopefully your life has changed today. Hopefully things get better. We'll see you on the next video.